All right, sleuthers, today's going to be a fun day. We're not really going to talk about mysteries, but we are going to have some fun. And today we have Jacqueline Collier on to talk about Double Scoop, which is coming out with one of our favorite sleuthers. Taylor Cole, how are you doing?
I'm great, Eric. Thanks for having me on the show. And mysteries are my favorite, so I'm happy to talk mysteries, even if it's not talking about Double Scoop. I love a good mystery.
Well, you're coming out in Double Scoop, so we got to talk about that.
There might be a little mystery in Double Scoop.
We can say the mystery is why are there not more mysteries coming out from Hallmark? But that's a whole other story.
I am devastated.
Devastated. All right.
Yeah.
So as we get going, you have a pretty interesting career. As I go and look at it, you're in like a lot of shorts, which are kind of interesting. Probably not going to see those in Hallmark anytime soon. But then you also are in plays and you produce, and of course you're in like TV movies and series and stuff like that. So of doing all the things that you do, which is quite a variety, what's your favorite part of being an actor or in the showbiz, I should say?
Oh, that's a great question. I think for me, and ever since I was really little, I found that the one of the most fulfilling ways I can connect with other people is through acting. Like even when I was younger and I went to theater camp, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm making all these friends at theater camp. And then I got to college and I was like, oh, this feels like an adult theater camp. And I think that there's something about working with people and as an actor you're studying the human condition, you're practicing empathy, and getting to do that with people and explore with people who are like really open-minded and really creative and really kind and want to sort of dissect all of these things from an emotional but also an intellectual perspective is so fun. I really love theater because I love getting to be in the room with the audience having a shared experience. I just think there's nothing like it. Although I really enjoy doing film and TV because to me it feels like a whole new skill set in that there's much less rehearsal time. You've like such a short amount of time to connect with your co-stars that it's a really fun challenge for me. So I definitely love both, but theater was always my first love.
Uh, well, speaking of connecting, one of the things, and we just talked about a little bit before you started recording, is as I was going through, I was like, you're in got to be like the best friend in 70 Hallmark movies. And I was like, wait, no, you haven't. But you are smart. But I also think you're a little evil because as I look through it, you've now, you started with Taylor Cole, who's on my Mount Rushmore, and Aaron Cahill, also on my Mount Rushmore. So you got 50% of my Mount Rushmore. So I think you're just kind of rubbing it in. But I don't know. Is this like like a total planned vendetta that you've been working on for years and years and years just to get
To
cast in
spite
those
you.
movies?
Yes. Wait, who are the other two in your Mount Rushmore?
Brooke Burns and Kimberly Sustad.
Oh, I have a movie coming out with Kimberly. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I know you're going to say, "Oh, I'm on Tic Tac Dough with Brooks, and I win all the money because she's off in game,
That'd be
whatever
amazing.
game hosting world." But
Right. No, gosh, I wish. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I started off in the Hallmark community as a fan doing a podcast and then got hired by Hallmark Channel and did their podcast for 2 years and then just sort of hopped around, co-hosted on other podcasts and like had this um was still acting, was still doing mostly theater and a little bit of TV and film then, and then kind of fell into this world now where I was in a CBS Christmas movie. I got to produce a movie for Great American Family that was a Christmas movie, and I've gotten to do a movie for Up TV and then two Hallmark ones, and it's so fun because I've always loved Hallmark movies, but I never really saw that being a path that my career would take, and then it kind of just started unfolding and I was like, okay, yeah, this is fun. I like this. Like I really love these people and I love getting to play a hype girl. I think that's a lot of fun.
love it, love it. All right. Well, you were in Double Scoop, as we're going to be talking about with Taylor Cole, who we just mentioned, but Ryan McPartlin. And then as I look at it, it's like literally all Americans, which you just don't see in a Hallmark movie typically. And it's also down in Alabama, it's not up in Vancouver. So what was with this movie being, red, white, and bluey and everything?
Well, I'm really glad that we shot this in Alabama because, yeah, as you mentioned, if it would have been shot in Canada, there's no way I would have been in it. I've shot one movie in Canada, but it's really difficult for Americans to be able to work in Canada. So, yeah, we shot this one in Alabama. And it was funny because I live in New York City and we were shooting in downtown Alabama to make it look like New York City, which was really fun because we had like a taxi and that was really fun there. But when I found out, the audition came through and I saw that it was shooting in Alabama, I didn't know what network it was for. But I was so excited because I was like, oh my goodness, let's bring more of these movies to the US because I want to do as many as I can, audition for as many as I can. And it was fun because wouldn't have gotten the cast that we did had we been, especially a lot of the day players, they were from around, they were local hires in Alabama. So yeah, it just looks very different when you're shooting in Canada, which is fun too. And it's great to shoot different places. But Birmingham was a lot of fun.
Now, have you been there before, or was that your
So
first
that
time
was my
down
first
there?
time in Birmingham.
Okay, because it seems like a little bit different than New York City heading down to Alabama.
Yeah, it was a little bit different. I mean, I love getting to go different places for work. I was on tour for a couple years doing a show, and that was fun to pop around to different cities. I really love like the warmth and hospitality of the South. So it was a really nice place to be. And I've always wanted to go to Birmingham. So I didn't have a ton of time to do touristy things, but I got a few recommendations from people for like restaurants and I went to this little um, indie bookstore. So I got to do a few fun things when I was there, in addition to eating a lot of ice cream, but that was on the job.
Well, I'm going to get to that in a second. But so normally a Hallmark movie is around 15 days. And with your role, I'm guessing we're not there all 15 days. How long were you
No,
down there for?
I was there for 4 days. Um, and I shot for, I can't remember if it was 2 or 3. I think it was only 2 days, and I got down there a day early and like had a costume fitting and stuff like that. But what was great about my schedule is that I'm in 4 scenes in the movie, and we shot one on the first day, and then we shot the other 3 on the next
Wait,
day.
you're only in four?
I'm in 4 scenes, yeah.
Huh.
Do you
Well, you
want
made
more?
such an impact. It seemed like way more than that. Well, there you go.
Wait, have you seen it yet?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
you got
okay.
me the screener. So, yeah, yeah.
Did it turn out okay? I haven't seen it.
Yeah. You haven't seen it? Okay, well, we're going to get to that in a second. But all right, so you were there for 4 days, and then did you have like when you're fitting? How long does that take for us
Oh,
who have not been on a Hallmark set before?
so if you're
Well,
on a
you
Hallmark set,
sorry for everyone who has not seen it yet. You also put a little weight on for this movie. Now, are
yeah.
you a method actor? So, as the joke is that her character is pregnant in the movie. Now, are you a method actor where you're like, okay, I've really got to get into this role, and you got pregnant just for this role, or are you
Just
wearing the
for this role.
prosthetic?
That's I because I really need to just go full tilt boogie for that. No, it's funny because actually my sister is pregnant right now, so I was just kind of like channeling her. Um, it was the fitting was actually really quick. If you're on our props and costume department, I mean, really everyone we worked with, this whole team was really fabulous. And Hybrid, who produces a lot of these movies, they've worked with each other, a lot of the people on set before, including Taylor Cole. Um, they were a really great team. But no, my fitting probably only took about 20 minutes to go through all of my costumes and also to fit the pregnant belly.
Like, did they have a couple of them, or were they just like, okay, here you go? So you didn't get to choose, like, oh, are you going to be 6 months? You're going to be 8 months? Like, where do you feel?
Well, I am curious to you, how many, I have a number in my head of how many months in I was. What do you think I look like I was clocking in at?
7.
Me too. That's what I thought.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you weren't full like, hey, I'm going to deliver at any time, but you definitely weren't like, is she not?
Yes, yes. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Seven two. She's
Where's
not
your
due.
sister?
My sister is due November 25th. So is that 6 months?
So she's pretty close to there. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you
My
could do a
sister
good
is
job.
very tiny, and she has my niece too. So she's had a baby before. She's very tiny even when she's pregnant.
Well, okay, good to
My
know.
bump is a little bigger.
I'm sure she'll appreciate the little shout out there. Okay, well, so as we mentioned in the as the name obviously suggests, Double Scoop is very much about ice cream, and your character eats a lot of ice cream. And so are you actually eating ice cream in the movie in your four scenes and all your takes and everything? Or you're probably so good there's only one take. You're like, I'm one take,
Yeah.
Jacqueline, and I'm out.
In and out, just that's it. One take wonder. Um, so yes, I think what's really fun about this is I'd heard before someone was talking about being on the set of One Calls the Heart and how for their ice cream scenes they use mashed potatoes because it looks better on camera.
Hmm.
We used real ice cream. And the two scenes that I'm in where I'm the only one eating ice cream because they're FaceTime scenes.
Right.
I think I'm sure I can say that. Um, it was real ice cream that our props department put together. They bought ice cream, but then they also added other things to it. And one was like this really delicious, like strawberry concoction with like real chunks of strawberry in it. And another one was like chocolate with chunks of like brownie and peanut butter cups. They were both delicious. And then in the scene that I have with Taylor, we are sharing a non-dairy ice cream, a vegan ice cream, but that was amazing too. It was like a balsamic drizzle on it. And yeah, it was excellent. And yes, every scene, every take, we're really eating the ice cream. In fact, in Taylor and I, in our scene, the props department was like, hey, can you guys, we have to keep resetting this because it was a walk and talk. Can you guys try and eat from the same spot and like not ruin the whole drizzle? Like just try. And we're like, yeah, nope, no problem. We got it. Like we're professionals. And then every time at the end, it was like Taylor and I'd eat in like the entire top layer and we'd be like, oops.
So they're like little whatever those I think pints or whatever the
Yep.
containers in the movie. How many of those would you say you polished off throughout the whole 4 days? And were you like over on the side, like just waiting for your scene? I'm just getting in. I'm just getting ready, so I'm gonna have a
getting
little
into
more ice cream.
character. I really love ice cream, but I really, really didn't want to be sick. And we filmed all the ice cream scenes on one day in like a 4 hour period. So I wasn't eating in between takes, but I would say that I probably finished like a fourth of the pint. We
That's
probably
nothing.
did, yeah, we only did, I think the scenes that were the FaceTime ones, we did two or three takes of each. And then the walk and talk, we might have done like four.
Okay. Well, one of the things in movies, especially Hallmark movies, is they tend to eat, but they don't actually eat. They serve, and the food's like always just there. And I will say, you guys definitely did not do that. You were diving in. So the realism was
You're like,
fantastic.
these girls are stuffing their faces.
So what's your actual in the real world favorite ice cream then?
Ooh, I like
There's
so
only
many.
one right answer.
Wait, was it mint chocolate chip?
No, but I just had this at work, and that was the other one that everyone was saying.
Which one do you think it's
Well,
chocolate?
no, go. You just give me your answer, then I'll tell you the right one if you don't get it.
So I like a whole smattering. At the moment, it's birthday cake ice cream with like chunks of birthday cake in it.
Hmm.
What's the right answer?
Rocky Road.
Oh, Rocky Road's great. Is it okay? I'm wearing this. Do you think one of those looks like Rocky Road?
Wait,
It's a
no,
double
they,
scoop.
they don't. But is this what you're doing like on the weekends, doing bedazzling of your clothes to get ready
Yeah, just
for the
everything is
press?
in theme. It's just a double scoop right there.
Okay. Is that what you're going to wear when you finish, or are you like got to go out and
I'm actually going to see one of the girls that I coach. I coach acting, and it's her last night that she's performing in Gypsy. So I'm probably going to wear a dress so that I
uh,
can like
I'd wear
spruce
that.
up for her.
as I said, you're with Taylor and Ryan in this movie, and they've both been leads in mysteries, and you've said you like mysteries as a fan. So how about you get your agent and say, go ahead, get me in that next mystery when Hallmark finally does it. Like, don't you have juice? So make it happen.
Well, first of all, I was telling my agent what a good time I had on this movie, but I was like, I love, love, love the mysteries. I also really hope that I'm excited that Michelle Vickery is back at Hallmark, and I'm hoping she's going to bring us back the mysteries. There were a lot of mysteries under her leadership. Do you have a favorite mystery
Do I?
franchise at
Oh, it's
Hallmark?
Gourmet Detective.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what, yeah, I thought I saw you say that. So that's your
But
hands down.
it's come and gone in its long history, so you have to move on. Unlike the Mystery 101 fans, I've moved on, I've accepted. They don't move on, right? But
I think I fear you might be talking to me.
I'm talking to John Christian Plummer on Friday, so but
Oh,
like Mystery Island is great,
he's my
but
Hallmark crush.
I'll tell him. I'll tell him.
I love.
He's in New York.
Maybe don't.
He's in New York. He's upstate. Uh,
I've met him and his wife. She's an actor. So like in a non-creepy
we
way,
we
he's
we
my home.
yeah, I know. Were you at like a Shakespeare festival or something? Because that's what I envision him doing on the weekends.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, this last weekend I was at a Shakespeare festival, but I actually met him when I worked at Hallmark, and we interviewed him for our podcast, and we interviewed him in-house at Hallmark, and we got to talking about Shakespeare on the podcast and about the authorship of Shakespeare because
Right,
there's
right.
all
Oh yeah.
thoughts. Yeah.
The whole
So we went into a
Did he
rabbit
then
hole.
fill up your whole email with videos and things like that of what you're supposed to go do?
Yes.
Yes.
I think he is a delightful human being, and I just hope that he keeps writing more mysteries. He's so great.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. Well, all right, we know we're getting there. Okay, so you're a Hallmark fan,
Yes.
first and foremost. What Hallmark star would you like saying when you go to that agent and say, "Get me in another one," say, "But I also need a kissing scene." Who are you picking?
um, let's see. Can I
You can
do
pick
two?
anybody you want.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
I'll give you two to make it easier. How's that?
okay, so I can do two. Okay,
Yes.
so um Cardi Wong.
All right.
Do you know Cardi Wong?
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's so cute. And I feel like
That's not where I would expect that. That's for the whole thing. So
well, so
you're digging deep, but that's okay.
I've had like a years long affinity for Cardi Wong. So I would say Cardi Wong, and like I think we would make a really fun like okay, like we're like the best friends who are helping people solve a case, and then we fall in love. Like I can see us like being I could see that being really fun. The other one, if Hallmark continues to be as progressive as I hope they are, the first kiss between two women on Hallmark was in Good Witch with Kat Burrell and Keanu Teresa. And
I did
Keanu
not
Teresa,
know that it was Good Witch.
it was Good Witch. Well, okay, let me say this. There was like a
Because
kiss, like
I
wedding
thought the
every
whole
weekend.
wedding every weekend.
Yeah, so that was in there as like a quick plot point,
Right,
but
right.
the real like relationship that they tout as like this was like the making history one was between Caparel and Kiana Teresa, and I really love them both, and I've become friends with Kiana, and we really want to do a movie together. So I think it would be fun to get to kiss her, and I know she's already
Well,
done it once on Hallmark, so
well,
she's
hopefully with Michelle coming back, because Hallmark, I said we weren't going to get too whatever, but we were going to They were working, getting a little progressive, and then it seems like they sort of hit the brakes for the last few months, and then hopefully with Michelle, it's going to start rolling again.
I really hope so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what made them hit the brakes or if it was a conscious decision or if they were getting just acquisitions or what was going on.
All
But
right.
I'm really hoping that they continue to, make these wholesome, heartfelt, G-rated but progressive movies.
I'm right there with you. And it's funny, it's one of the soapboxes that I get on, and I get some very interesting DMs about it. and but they're all like Hallmark's the worst. It's, no one's watching it yet. Somehow they keep setting records for ratings. So, for linear TV, cable, they're like that's not news or sports. It's like the literally the only one that is surviving. So
Isn't that wild how that is?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, for you, like, how much linear TV do you watch versus streaming?
Honestly, none.
Yeah, like I don't even watch Hallmark linear
Yep.
anymore. I just watch it on the on whatever the plus
Oh,
the app
Hallmark
and
Plus.
stuff. So
Yeah, I do, and sometimes I watch it on Fubo.
okay, I don't have that. So
You're not missing out. My husband just has it for sports.
I have YouTube TV for that. So I
Yeah.
could watch Hallmark. I could watch that. And if like I say, if there's a good even if there's a good mystery marathon, it just sort of inspires me to go over on the app and like binge it there.
And go through exactly. Well, yeah, because then you get to binge it, and it's so fun, and it's all just right there on the app.
So are you the kind of, well, I guess you answered the question. You haven't seen Double Scoop yourself yet, right?
No, no.
Interesting. So are you the kind of actor though, because we just talked to Evan Roderick and he's like, yeah, I don't watch myself. I don't want to see anything that I'm in. Now, are you that kind too? Or are you the one who's like, no, I want in there and you stop and pause and, you know, invite people, the neighbors, knock, come on over. Here I am. This is my scene. Where are you at?
Um, so I definitely have watched everything I'm in. I don't like to watch it with other people. I feel really self-conscious. So I do like to watch it. I also usually have to watch it because I take stuff and then I put it on my acting reel. So like I kind of have to watch it. I I also enjoy watching the movies and getting to see the parts of the story that I didn't get to see come to life. So I really enjoy it, but I don't like having watch parties or being with people or when I'm watching it. I think the exception to that is I have a short film that I directed and wrote that is doing the festival circuit now, and I'm not in it.
Plug it. Plug
Oh,
it.
it's called In Between Bites. It was at the Moonless International Film Festival, and now it's going to play at the Chain Theater Film Festival in New York. And because I'm not in it,
Oh, then who wants to watch it, right?
I feel so like happy and proud of my cast that I'm like telling everyone to come because it doesn't feel like it's as much about me. It feels like I want people to watch them. Whereas sometimes I feel a little, even though I know that a movie is a collaborative effort and it's about everyone, I feel sometimes self-conscious telling people to like watch me.
Okay. I would be like, oh, my podcast on YouTube. I'm making people
That's good
watch
though.
it.
You gotta do the hustle.
Yeah. Okay. So you were just walking down New York and someone sees you in Double Scoop and go, "You're so fantastic." And they see all your shorts that you've produced and they know you can create movies and all that. And they're like, "Hey, I've got this budget I just have to use, and the only criteria is I have to use it by the end of the year and it has to be a remake starring you." What are you choosing?
Oh, a remake.
Yeah, so what movie and then what role would you be in this movie?
Oh, this is so fun. Okay, so if I could do a remake, I would do a remake of the movie Now and Then.
Oh, you know what that is.
Okay, Now and Then, it's really it's a sweet movie. With it had me Moore, Christina Ricci, Melanie Griffith, I think Rita Wilson.
Is it like
Um,
90s?
yes, and then it was basically like their younger selves and then their adult selves, and it would flash back and forth. I would love to do a remake of that, and I would also cast all of the girls that I coach for acting, and I would love to work with all of them. I think it'd be really, really fun. So I think a remake of Now and Then.
1995. Okay, then which role would you oh, Demi Moore, Rosie O'Donnell. This is like a who's who of like yeah, the 90s. Melanie
Right?
Griffith, Rita Wilson. Wow. All right.
And
Oh,
I think you'd like
Lolita
it.
Davidovich, or however you say her last name. Hank
Mhm.
Azaria, Janine Garofalo,
Right?
Seriously, rumor, who is not in this movie?
Right?
You. How are you
Not me.
not?
I'm not.
Literally everyone else is in this movie. All right, so who are you going to be? Young Roberta, old Roberta,
I would love
teeny
Demi Moore
Samantha?
track because she narrates it.
Who does?
The Demi Moore's character.
Okay, Samantha.
Yeah.
All right.
I really want you to watch that now. Wait, do you have one for you that you would do for a remake?
Oh, would I do? I would hands down Princess Bride,
Oh, great. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent choice.
and I would be literally everybody. It would
It
be
would
a
be a
one
one
man.
man show.
It'd be a one man show. Yes. So well, you got the Broadway connection. So just hook me up.
Yes.
Um,
Like, come on, Eric, get him down, get him up here from Phoenix.
the
He needs to get
the most quotable movie other than Spinal Tap. That's and Andrew, my co-host, doesn't like Princess Bride, so I don't even know how we do this podcast together
How
because
do
it
you
is
even?
hands down my favorite movie of all time, and I'll watch it again no matter if any chance to get. I'll watch that.
Now, does she not like it or does she dislike
She
it?
just has horrible taste. Her favorite singer is Michael Bolton.
That's a choice.
Yes,
That's it.
that's all you need to
Like,
know.
he's fine, but he wouldn't be my favorite.
So you're Kenny G, right?
Kenny G, right? Yeah. Some
Totally.
smooth jazz.
Okay, well, I have to say it's interesting. You're like ones that you're pulling out are just not where I would expect. I was thinking, oh, I would redo, some, Academy winner kind of thing. I would whatever, and instead you're going like deep and it's not even a rom com. What is? I don't even know what category you'd
Oh,
put
it's
that in.
yeah, I'm very interested in like stories about female friendship and like nostalgia. Like I think that's something that really has my heart. Like I love a rom-com, but I think that the stories that I'm attracted to are really very often centered on like female friendship.
Why you got to go make some phone calls and get in Chicken Sisters.
I would I would love to be in Chicken
I
Sister.
mean, Leah Thompson and Wendy Malick.
Oh
Life could
my
not
gosh.
get much better than that.
Are you enjoying it? I love it.
So, oh, I've watched the first. They sent me the screener, but I watched all of Providence Falls, and it kind of like sucks when you can't talk about it. You want to talk about it, but you can't. And I mean, welcome to your world. And I know
Yeah,
enough
but I don't
secrets
think
from
I
the
don't get to see
podcast.
them early anymore. You get to see
Uh,
everything early. I don't get to see
and
everything
so I've
early.
got Chicken Sisters, but we're reviewing it, and so I'm kind of wanting to let it unfold. Did you
Mhm.
watch the first one?
I've watched the first one.
No, I meant the first of season
Oh,
two. This
oh yeah, the
'cause
first episode of season 2. Yeah,
it ends on a bang.
yeah,
Okay.
it really does.
You're really like taking me off track with all my
Oh,
questions
sorry,
here, so it's
sorry.
all good. All right, well, let's go back. So you're an actor, I think we've determined and everything that, and part of being an actor is you have to audition. Well, or do you just say I'm Jacqueline and you get cast? Like,
Yeah, I'm offer only
do you
at
even
this
do
point.
last name, or are you just Madonna Cher kind of thing at this point?
Yeah,
But
I'm just Jacqueline, and I'm offer only.
all right, so we're just going to pretend that you have to still audition and
Yeah,
stuff like that. So for auditioning, what are you one who like loves auditioning or do you hate it and dread it?
I love auditioning. I love it.
Other than the fact that hey, it may be a job, but I'm talking about the actual
No, no,
act of that. Okay.
I love getting to audition. I think it's so fun. Like for me, rejection is not something that really gets to me that much. I pretty much, especially for every audition. Now, if it's something that for some reason, like I have been in consideration for a while, or was something that I knew the person, and I like, then maybe that stings. But most auditions, I just go into it being like, oh, I'm not going to get this, so this is a chance for me to have a lot of fun with this character, just like I was doing like a scene in acting class. So, like earlier today, I had an audition for it's called The Play That Goes Wrong. I was reading for two different characters, and I got to like dress up in like my overalls
And
and
is this
glasses.
film or is this a
This is for
play?
a play.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for a play. Like it's I think they're doing it in South Carolina, but they do it all over the country. and I got to like dress up real nerdy and do my little stage manager part. Not that stage managers are nerdy, just mine was. And then I got to like dress up fancy like the leading lady and look really glamorous in a gown. And the two parts are really different. I just think it's so fun.
Wait,
Like
wait. So they had you come in and audition for like two completely different parts, or is it typically the same actor does both?
it's that's a good question. It's two completely different
Is that
roles.
normal?
Um, it's actually pretty rare. Like
Yeah, it doesn't.
most
I
of
don't
the
think I've ever heard that before.
most of the time you'll get only get called in for one. There's been a handful of times that I've gotten called in for the same, never for TV or film, but for theater, there's been a handful of times where I've gotten called in for
Okay.
two roles in the same play. But I think it's so fun to get to do that. I love learning lines. I love getting to work on a new character. Um, I just think it's a blast. I miss auditioning in person. We're not doing that as much anymore, even in New York. So
Even in even for plays and stuff.
yeah, like this
Mm.
this was a first round audition for this play, so this was I sent in a tape. Now, if it progresses or there's a callback, then that will be in person. But yeah, so I miss doing that. Although now it's kind of fun because my friend has a self tape studio, so I'll read with her, or like say my mom read with me. So I get to have fun doing these auditions. I love them.
Yes, everyone we've talked to says there's like pros and cons where you can start over, you can do it, you can do the thing, but then at the same time, you're up against like 70,000 people versus six people.
Exactly. They can see a lot more people with the self tapes.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have any funny stories of perhaps maybe an audition gone awry or anything like that?
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think if I've had any. Oh, okay. This is one. This actually wasn't okay, so this when when I moved to New York, uh I got asked by a casting director who I had auditioned for before if I wanted to come in and be a reader for an audition. And the reader for the audition, it's really nice to have because the actor can actually look at the reader and act to them. But the reader is just supposed to like sit in their chair, not really make any big acting choices, but like give them enough that they can like bounce off of. So I'm in the room as the reader, and I had never been a reader before. So I got up and started acting with the actor, and I'm like, so I get red just thinking about it because not only was it like a big faux pas that you do not do that, but it probably also was really weird for that actor to have like the reader coming up and acting with them. So I'm sorry to whoever that lovely young woman was. I hope she booked that
You
because I
remember who it was?
no, there were so many people coming
Meryl
in that
Streep.
Meryl Streep. No, she's definitely off her only.
She wasn't there in New York with you
She
auditioning.
wasn't there in New York. Although she's really killing it on Only Murders in the Building, which is filmed in New York, which is nice. I'm sure you like that because you're a mystery guy.
Yeah. I don't know if it has run its course kind of thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know. We'll see. Because I believe there's a new season, right? That's either
Yes,
coming,
I'm pretty sure
right?
there's a new season coming out. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So what is going back, is Mystery 101 then your favorite Hallmark mystery?
yes. Although, yeah, I love Mystery 101. That's probably my favorite because I really like academia. Like, I really liked being in college. My senior year of college, it was either I was going to go to
I
an
won't tell
MFA.
Taylor it's not Ruby Herring, so
No, no, I love Ruby Herring. Taylor, I
whatever.
love you.
No, too late. Too late.
Taylor, I love you. And well, I will say this Ruby Herring is my favorite leading lady.
You're just trying to recover. Though when we had
The
Taylor
way.
on, she did say that it has never been officially canceled.
I think they should bring that
It
back.
it is one of the most underrated uh, Hallmark mysteries out there, I
And she's
think.
so great. Like she's so great. Like get out of here with that. Please bring back Ruby Herring.
Then
Please.
she has to dye her hair again.
It looks so good though. Yeah,
Where are
really
we
Mystery
where are we at? Wow, I'm all over the place. So
101.
let's just talk double scoop as we're wrapping up. Why do you think fans will like? I know you haven't seen it, but you probably have a an idea what it's about, right? It's they're
Yes, yes.
competing ad people who go to a farm. Now, are you bummed that you didn't get to hang out at the farm? Instead, you were like the city girl.
It is funny because like I do feel like these best friend roles are the ones that end up like it was the same when I did the engagement plot with Rachel Boston. Like I didn't get to go to the house where like all the girls were who were in the reality TV competition. Like it's like they're calling home to their best friend. So yeah, the best friend is like very, very tight with the leading lady, which for me, as someone who like loves female friendship, that's where I want to be. But you do feel sort of isolated from the cast. Like, or at least I have, because my scenes have not been with
Because
everyone.
you weren't really with anybody but Taylor, right? You're
Yeah,
by
I wasn't
yourself
with
or
anyone.
Taylor, and I think that's it.
Yeah, no, Ryan was on set, so we got to hang out. And then Sierra, who plays a waitress in one of the scenes, was really fun too. So we got to spend some time together. But I have heard that Chandra, who's a comedian and is on the dairy farm, is like the funniest person. Uh,
Who is she in that?
she plays, I think the Chandra Pierce, her name is. She's a comedian, and I think she plays like the owner of the dairy farm. And I think Tim
Oh,
About
okay.
is also
Like
the owner of
big
the dairy
Southern
farm.
voice.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And of course, I love Eliza Donovan of Clueless fame. She's so funny. She plays Taylor's boss in this. And Ryan McPartlin, I don't, did you ever watch Chuck?
No.
So he was brilliant in Chuck, which is not quite a mystery, but it's like a spy thing.
Right.
Um, I think people will really enjoy this movie because as we're like wrapping up summer, it is like an old school Hallmark rom-com that really like leans into the season because Hallmark was very big for a while into doing like fall movies, summer movies, spring movies, wedding movies, Christmas movies, and now they've a little bit gotten away from the seasonal franchises, but
Yeah.
this very much leans into like your classic Hallmark movie with two leads that have incredible chemistry and are just like insanely good looking people. They're also really nice. Like they're actually both so nice that I'm like, do you guys know how pretty you are? Because
I
you're
never
almost
noticed Taylor Cole as attractive.
no, I know, right?
Never.
I know. It was really, I was looking right across from her and I was like, oh, I guess she's okay.
All right. Yeah, she's okay.
No, she's so pretty it like hurts your eyes. So, and just so I think that the thing about Ryan and Taylor with these movies, they've done so many of them that they like know the formula so well that they can actually fit the formula, but then also break it. So I feel like they know exactly what people want from this, but they can elevate it to a whole other level. And I think people will see this in this movie because they're just such delights.
All right. Well, you said I think you hinted at it. You have like a play or something that you're. No, you're still auditioning though, right?
Yes, yes. So I have
Do you have anything actually that you're booked and coming up
no, the only thing right now that well, my film is like making the festival circuit and I'm writing a feature film um that is based on a play, a one act play that I wrote that I had in a festival a couple months ago. But I'm looking for a job. So if anyone wants to hire me,
for the Now and Then
yes,
remake?
yes. Like Eric, you let me know if there's a mystery. Like if you're what, like you let me know. Just we'll
Well,
spread the word.
we were going to get you in the Ruby Herring reboot, but since you dissed her on that and you said no, I only want Mystery 101.
Can we cut that part out and then I'll just say Ruby Herring Mysteries?
No, I think that's going to be the clip that we used to promote the interview.
I do think Ruby Herring needs a cousin that comes into town.
She has a BFF,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
but yeah, you can come
She
into
needs,
town. Oh,
she needs me, right?
all right, you can go. You can be the cousin who comes in town. I just want to be like the murder victim and play dead. That's my
Well, would
goal.
you rather be the murder victim or the murderer?
Victim. I can't act. I can lay
Do you
down.
know that?
I can't even probably do the murder. victim because I would be like smiling and they're like, that's the happiest dead guy ever. I told Evan I want to be like a barista. I think I could also be a barista in the background who just, you know, whatever. But I probably wouldn't even be able to do that because I would be like still smiling, doing.
No, I
I
think
always
you.
pretend like I can act to my wife, and she's like, "Yeah, no."
Wait, no, I think you could do it. Okay, so
Oh, you're an acting coach though, so
I
you
coach
could
acting,
totally
so
act.
I'm going to have you do something. This is a Meisner exercise. So we're just going to repeat back and forth this one line, okay? Just say, I know you did it.
I know you did it. I know you
I know
did
you
it.
did it.
I know you did it. I know
I
you
know
did
you did
it.
it.
I know you
I
did
know
it.
you did it.
I know you did it.
Yes! See? Come on. You can act.
Okay, so I'll be dead saying, I know you did it.
Yes. Yes. And
Perfect.
you also have like your barista cup in one hand. There's going to be a lot
All
going
right, so
on.
I'm the murdered barista.
Yeah.
Poison
We put this
coffee.
together.
Okay, there you go. There's your next project. All right, Jacqueline, this has been a ton of fun. I hope you get, like I say, when you walk out, that producer does come up and says, I just have to make a movie before the end of the year and I need you to be in it. So on your way to what I think you're doing girls' night or oh no, you're going to see the final play, right? Of
Yes.
someone's performance.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay.
So hopefully, well, and I think they need to cast me and you in the Ruby Herring, whatever is to come. Come
I'm
on, Michelle
down.
Vickery. We're available.
I'm down. I am available. my, my schedule is free. All right, Jacqueline. This has been a blast.
Thanks so much, Eric.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast was created by fans for fans and is not affiliated with or sponsored by Hallmark or the Hallmark Channel.